going on, guys, and welcome back. Today we are in the garage because it's like 10 degrees outside here in Western PA, and I'll be honest, I just really don't feel like freezing my ass off today. So what we're gonna do is we are going to get our cabinets finished for the front of the trailer. So in the last, was it the last video? Yeah, the last video we got our cabinet built to kind of house our electrical components, or at least partially built. So today I want to build the cabinet for our sink, which I actually got a sink. I was walking around at Lowe's getting some stuff for our bathroom, and they had a display like bar sink with a spigot on it for like $20 on the clearance rack, which they're like $120. I think the normal price on that was like $120. So picked that up, so that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna build that, and then we're also gonna build a cabinet to house our refrigerator. One thing, one of my subscribers, one of you guys actually mentioned, and I didn't put a lot of thought into it, but now I sort of am thinking about it, is the tongue weight on the trailer. You know, I'm putting a lot of stuff on the front of the trailer. You know, all my cabinets, or most of my cabinets, are gonna be in the front. My refrigerator, you know, my batteries, probably my propane tanks. So one of the things I'm probably going to do here is measure my tongue weight on the trailer to make sure it's not, you know, exceeding the weight limit of my truck, you know, the rated tongue weight of my truck. So I'm probably going to do that. You know, that might change a couple things. One being where I'm going to put my my water tanks for the sink. I'm gonna have a fresh water tank and a gray water tank. Originally I was gonna house those under the sink, but if my tongue weight's getting up there, I may relocate those to the back somewhere. I was gonna maybe incorporate some storage space where I'm gonna build my bed in the back, depending on how I do it. And so what I might do is use that storage space to house my water containers, but not 100% sure there. There's something that I've been thinking about. So to whoever mentioned that, I forget your name, but thanks for mentioning that. Something I probably didn't put enough thought into. So without further ado, let's get to it. So real quick before we get started, I wanted to mention something about my wiring diagram. I've had quite a few of you guys ask me about this schematic. A couple people asked if they could get like a nice clear picture of it, and I actually went ahead and sent a couple people some pictures, but I just wanted to say this is not 100% done yet. This is actually my second my second update on this schematic. I changed a few things after the first time I wrote it. I'm probably, what I'm gonna do is once I, you know, finish this thing and I kind of get everything up and running, and I kind of see how it works, I'm going to probably release a final copy of this schematic. So if you guys want it, I'll go ahead and post that, so you guys can use it. I mean, you can, you know, if you want to see a picture of it now, I mean, you can kind of see it the way it is now. Like I said, I might change a few things. I still need to get solar panels. A lot of this stuff I'm just kind of guessing on. I'll be honest, like, you know, I started trying to kind of do the math on, you know, the wattage output on my solar panels and my batteries, and seeing, you know, how long my batteries would stay charged. And honestly, I started doing the math and I was like, this is just stupid. I hate doing math. And I just kind of picked something that kind of put me in the ballpark, and then I'm just going to kind of roll with it, and we're going to see how it works. And, you know, later on down the road I can change things if I want. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there, that, like I said, I will eventually, once I get this thing built, I'm going to have a final copy of a schematic so you guys can use. All right, so I was having trouble getting a nice straight edge with my circular saw. My table saw is not very big, so what I ended up doing was I made this, it's sort of like a track, and all this is like a 1/4 inch MDF or like fiberboard. And I made this, I basically took, because these are like machined edges that are nice and straight, and so what I did was I cut one end off, and then I cut another end off, and I screwed it down to here. So this edge here is perfectly straight. So then I basically use my circular saw and guide it right along, and it's a nice straight line. It's almost like a track saw, poor man's track saw. So it cuts nice straight edges, which is good for obviously making cabinets where they need to be perfectly square. So that worked out really well. So we're gonna keep doing this. Should be good to go. Alright, so we got our cabinets about 80% done. Still have to build the face frames for them, and obviously the doors. I kind of have everything sitting on there, sort of the way I'm going to have it. I changed my mind on the refrigerator. Instead of housing it inside the cabinet, having all that wasted cabinet space, we're actually going to put it on top of our countertop, and I'm going to probably build a wall, you know, kind of to house it. And then we're just going to use that as actual storage space for, you know, pots, pans, cooking utensils, things like that. I'll probably put a drawer in there for, you know, forks and spoons and, you know, all of our utensils. So that's kind of how we're going to have everything laid out. So what I want to do today is I want to finish, well, maybe not quite finish, but at least get about 90% of our wiring done. Like I said before, I still need to build a battery box, a few other things. This week I'm going to order, actually tonight I'm probably going to order my solar panels. I have to order a water pump for the sink, and I have to get a fresh and gray water tank, which, as I said before, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put those, but I'm leaning towards putting those possibly in the middle of the trailer somewhere and then plumbing them to the sink. But I'll think more on that this week. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to get installed today is our shore power outlet. we're gonna go ahead and mount this on the outside of the trailer. Once again, everything that I'm using in this video or any previous videos, I'm going to link in the description of the videos. So if you're interested in purchasing this stuff, you can just click right on that link. All right, so the nice thing about this shore power outlet in our battery charger is all you have to do, this is the plug for our battery charger, this is the plug for our shore power outlet, and all you have to do is plug it in. So then whenever you have access to shore power, all you do is plug in at that plug, which supplies power to our battery charger, and then our battery charger then continues to charge our batteries. So we're always running off of our batteries, but when we're connected to shore power, our batteries are being charged by the shore power rather than, you know, just relying just on solar panels, stuff like that. So this is kind of a really nice setup. Hopefully it works pretty good, but you really can't beat it. You don't have to really do any wiring, so that's why we chose to do it that way. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and get our bus bars installed. I got these off of Amazon and they're really, really nice. These ones are like larger style for like the heavier cables, because I'm going to basically run all my heavier cables to the bus bar rather than having them run all over the place. So, and then there are some smaller screws for some of the smaller wires. So these should work out really nice. All right, so far we've got our inverter hooked up. I wired the AC side of the inverter to my breaker box. I wired my batteries. I kind of just set them over here temporarily. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to install them on the outside of the trailer. I just kind of put them in here so that I can get everything working. The only thing I have left really to wire up is I got to wire the switches for my lights. I got to install the fan still, and I just have to, you know, basically put the paneling up on the ceiling so that I can install my lights, and then I can wire up my lights. Real quick, I'm going to power up our inverter and just kind of show you how everything, everything's working. We're going to check to make sure we have power at our fuses, and then kind of go from there. So power this on. 12.6 volts. Means our batteries are charged. Let's go ahead and plug a jigsaw in. So that works. Let's go ahead and use our test light. And we have power to our fuse panel. Obviously, I don't really only have like one fuse installed, but we have power on that single fuse. So ground's good, everything is good. So with that, let's go ahead and get our switches wired up for our lights, and then that'll probably wrap this video up. Alright guys, so with that, I think that's going to wrap this video up. I wanted to get a little bit more done, but I really wanted to get a video out for you guys. So I think right after I'm done filming this, I'm going to start on the next video. But real quick, I just wanted to thank you guys. Last Saturday, we reached 1,000 subscribers. That was huge for me. I've been doing this for 9 months now, I believe. And it's been kind of crazy. Like this is a ton of work putting these videos out, but it's totally worth it. I have a lot of fun doing it with my family. It's just been awesome. So like I said, we had 1,000 subscribers last Saturday, and then today, Saturday, a week later, we're already at 1,500. So it's crazy. 9 months to get to 1,000, and then another week to get to 1,500. So the channel is really snowballing. It's getting bigger and bigger. Hopefully my content is getting better and better as we go along. But I just wanted to thank you guys. Also, pretty soon here, I hope to have a website up where I can, we have t-shirts. We've actually had t-shirts for a while now, but I just haven't been able to get a website up to get those posted online. And we have some stickers and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to get the website up and running here probably within the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. But if you're interested in a t-shirt or a sticker or something, in the meantime, shoot me an email. I'll have my email down in the description of this video. We have a bunch of different sizes. I think army green and like a burnt orange. So pretty cool shirts. But with that, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we will catch you next time.